Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, traders. This is Abdurrahman from FXAlTareeq.com. And here's what's on my radar, December the 9th, 2015. Let's start off with always the Aussie dollar. The Aussie dollar is in a bit of a retrace, but we have a potential Acapulco setting up on the daily charts. We're going to the daily charts, folks. Let's see how this candle holds up, and we will see if there is a trade for us today. Moving down to the Aussie Kiwi, a trade in which we're in, coming back from a little bit of a retracement from yesterday. Time will tell where this one will head, and we will also see always a trade in which I'm holding, either going to hit the stop or it's going to hit my target. One new trade that I'm looking at here is another Acapulco, and it's sitting on the CAD Swissy. Potential Acapulco trade being set up as here. We could have entered here, but this was off of a news candle, so there may be a chance for us to enter into the trade today if this bullish candle holds up to be true. We shall see. CAD Japan, another Acapulco potential setup is going on. It seems to be a day of diving. EuroCAD has pushed up past my entry point. We will see what happens. I'm going to hold off because this baby is a long way from my stop, and we shall see what happens on this particular trade. Alrighty. Also, the Great Britain yen, we had a nice push down yesterday from the Great Britain pairs in general. All of them had some push down. We went below the zone. We did not close below the 184.20 zone, but as we're in the Asian session, we'll see what happens. What's going to happen here is some more bad news from Great Britain to get us into our stops. I tell you this, once we get some bad news, it won't be long before we hit this potential target at 182.51. Let's move on over to the Great Britain, New Zealand. It's back up and it's moving back up across the entry point where people had to close out on. We'll leave it at that. This is a minor zone, so it's not something that I'm looking at to enter into a trade. It's going to have to hit either the 2.237 or above this 2.3077 zone for me to be excited and get into that particular trade. The Great Britain Aussie, here's another trade. We're talking about a moolah trade, and here's the beauty. You guys who know me know that I always look to the left and see where is the highest point here. As I look on my chart here with the Great Britain Aussie, what we had here, folks, is that the high was at 2.0847. Those stops were taken out off of this candle because it went at 2.0859. So what we're going to do is watch this particular candle here that's forming off of the Great Britain Aussie on the daily chart and see if we have a potential sell trade off of the Great Britain Aussie on the daily chart. The Great Britain Swissy, another potential Acapulco being set up. Okay, it's just the way it is. The beauty of the Acapulco trades is just a confirmation on a continuation downward trend allows you to get in. And the another Acapulco potential setup off of the US Swissy. I am not too interested in this particular trades. It's one of those iffy type deals. I need to see a strong catalyst like a big shadow or a nice kangaroo tail or something before I get interested in any of those trades. So what we have on board today is a bunch of Acapulcos. We got some new ones, the CAD Swissy, the CAD Japan, the Great Britain Aussie, and also the Aussie dollar as well. Before you leave, a quick note on the blog at FXAlTareeq.com/FX forum. We have a new post. What if you did this one thing every day, part 2? And I hope you read part 1 in the article. And if you hadn't, go back and read part 1 and then catch up with part 2. There's an interesting tip that I give you, a solution to help you walk away from your charts and still make money. With that said, you guys have a magnificent day on purpose, and I will talk to you soon.